Are you close to a trade deal?
Ultimately, it will be these two leaders who make the final decisions on a cooperation agreement that CBC News has learned is inching closer to the finish line. Terms of a possible deal are outlined in a document that is being shared back and forth between Ottawa and Washington, according to three sources with direct knowledge of the situation.
On a fait du progrès.
We've made progress, but it's not over yet, the Prime Minister said during an interview with Radio-Canada. Mark Carney would not confirm the contents of the document, but one source says Canada will commit to participating in the Golden Dome missile defense system.
To protect our homeland from the threat of foreign missile attack.
President Donald Trump's controversial plan could cost hundreds of billions of dollars in total and take years to develop.
Il y a des aspects.
There are some aspects, maybe anti-missile defense operations, for example, where cooperation could make sense, Carney said. A pledge puzzling critics from the NDP.
Explaining to Canadians why he's pursuing deeper military and economic integration with the United States when he promised Canadians that he would do exactly the opposite.
The document also highlights Canada's plan to reach its NATO defense spending goals, increasing Arctic security and border security improvements. Canada is seeking tariff relief in exchange, particularly in the steel and aluminum industries, after Trump hiked tariffs to 50%, a significant sticking point in those talks.
On va prendre le temps nécessaire.
We'll take the necessary time, Carney says. You have to have an agreement that is in Canada's interest. Adding Canada can wait. We are getting stronger. The U.S. is becoming weaker. But a deal with Canada does not appear to be top of mind for Trump. He failed to mention Canada specifically when asked about the deals he expects to cut next.
We're dealing with Japan, we're dealing with South Korea, we're dealing with a lot of them. We're dealing with about 15 countries, but as you know, we have about 150 plus, and you can't do that.
Sources have stressed to me they do not believe a deal is imminent. There had been some expectation a broad agreement could be reached by the G7 in Alberta next week. I am told that is not the case. The Trump administration has, of course, been distracted by trade talks with China and the ongoing protests in Los Angeles.
And Katie, so what are the realistic expectations on Canada-U.S. trade coming out of the G7?
Well, progress is going to come down to the conversations between leaders. That is how Donald Trump rolls. It adds another layer of uncertainty to these negotiations. Sources who've dealt with him in the past say part of it is all about getting Trump in a good mood.
All right, Katie Simpson in Washington.